Paper 2. Topic: Statutory, regulatory, and various quasi-judicial bodies partially related to GS. Paper 1. Topic: Salient features of Indian society, diversity of Indian and social empowerment. Commission for Notified, Nomadic Tribes. Context: the NIIAA has backed a proposal by a panel constituted by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment to set up a permanent commission for the notified DNTs and the nomadic SNT and nomadic tribes NT. Proposed II-based commission. Speed-Graph II-based commission on DNT, SNT, and NT communities, in its report, had recommended to set up a permanent commission for the communities on the lines of similar commissions for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. Composition: in its report submitted to the Social Justice Ministry in January 2018, the I-based commission said such a permanent commission should have a prominent community leader as its chairperson, and a senior union government bureaucrat, an anthropologist, and a sociologist as members. Other important recommendations of the panel include granting constitutional protection to these communities under a separate third schedule after scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, making them eligible for reservation, and extending the protective cover of Prevention of Atrocities Act to them. Need for special attention. The DNT, NT, SNT communities have been identified as the most marginalized by several commissions set up since independence. The community has for long not been enumerated in the census data. The RMK Commission report of 2008 had arrived at a rough estimate of their population being between 10 to 12 crore, but none of its recommendations were implemented. Then IAA views. Then IAA has offered to set up a working group to come up with policy suggestions on many issues of these marginalized communities. It has also proposed lowering tuition fees and relaxing admission conditions for children from the communities, and easy allotment of land and housing for members of the community in which 90% or more are landless. The NIIAA has also supported the panel's suggestion to form a dedicated National Finance Development Corporation for DNT, SNT, and NTs. What are denotified tribes? Denotified tribes are those that were labeled as criminals through the legislation by British government and were denotified post-independence. The nomadic tribes maintain constant geographical mobility, whilst nomads are those who are on the move but return to fixed habitations once a year, mainly for occupational reasons. What's important? For prelims, I-based commission, meaning of denotified tribes. For mains, proposed commission, need, vulnerability of these communities and other welfare measures needed. Sources: Topic: Government policies and interventions for development in various sectors and issues arising out of their design and implementation. Erdocunca Gas Pipeline Project. Context: 5 public sector oil and natural gas companies have signed the joint venture agreement to implement the Rs 6,000 crore gas pipeline grid project in Northeast. Key facts: the 5 companies are Indian Oil Corporation Limited by OCLONGC, GAIL Oil India Limited, and Numaligarh Refinery Limited and Ardal. The joint venture company will have equal equity contribution from all the partners for development of a natural gas pipeline project. The schedule for commissioning the project will be for years, including 1-year pre-project activities. With the signing of the agreement, the joint venture company will develop, build, operate, and maintain a natural gas pipeline grid. Northeast Gas Pipeline Grid Project. The proposed gas pipeline grid will connect the Wadhadi to the major Northeast cities and major load centers. The project is being implemented under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's ambitious Erdocunca Gas Pipeline Project. Besides connecting all the state capitals in the region, the pipeline will also connect with the national gas grid through the Rawalpindi Gas Pipeline, which is being laid by GAIL. From the Wadhadi, the pipeline will extend to Numaligarh, Ahmedabad, Koppam, and Impal in one direction, Shillong, Silchar, Aizawl, and Agartala in the second direction, and to Itanagar in the third direction. Rohtak will be connected from Siliguri from the gas pipeline of GAIL coming from Arani to the Wadhadi. About the Prakan-Mantri Erdocunca project. The gas pipeline project aims to provide piped cooking gas to residents of Varanasi and later to millions of people in states like Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Odisha. From Varanasi's perspective, An 800 kilometers long MDPI pipeline will be laid and 50,000 households and 20,000 vehicles will get DNG and CNG gas respectively. The government estimates that around 5 lakh gas cylinders will be sent at rural areas annually. According to GAIL, with the Erdocon project, 20 lakh households will get DNG connections. The project is said to be a major step towards collective growth and development of the eastern region of India. GAIL has built a network of trunk pipelines covering the length of around 11,000 kilometers. With Erdocon project, this number will further increase by 25-40 kilometers. What's important